My name's Jeff from Help Yourself Legal. My wife and I have put these audio and DVD series together because, like you, we found ourselves in a debacle and ended up paying tens of thousands of dollars in legal assistance, not necessarily legal advice. Tens of thousands of dollars. In our series we cover a lot of things, from the differences between lawyers to the court forms, what courts you're in, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, when you should do it. There's a lot of stuff that we cover. My wife and I spent 3.5 years fighting our own battles. We've also helped many other people who's come to resolutions in what they had to do to solve their cases. Basically, we do not offer advice. For that, you must be a legal professional. We will tell you at what point in the various procedures you will need to seek legal advice, and we can even point you in the right direction on getting assistance from the appropriate people. One of the problems that my wife and I found was that we couldn't get the right advice because there are a lot of people out there who said they were experts in fields, and it wasn't until we got to crunch time and then we found that they really weren't. So we ended up paying tens of thousands of dollars out to have documents filled out that we could have done ourselves, that we ended up doing ourselves, because my wife and I ended up representing ourselves for some 2.5 years. In our particular case, we never even got to trial. An amicable solution was negotiated 1 week before we were due to start a 10-day trial. There's a lot of hoo-ha that goes on around the court system, a lot of hoo-ha that we can explain that will make you feel ever so much more confident. We're here to help you. We'll point you in the right direction when you need to get legal advice and when you don't. We will sit down the timeline with you, and we will help you on the end of the phone. There's a lot of things you can do that will not cost you $400 and $500 per hour to do things. If you just look at this and you say, oh look, no, I want to go and get professional advice, look, please, by all means do so. But on page 1 of our website, you'll find a list of 10 or so questions that I would like you to copy down and take those questions to the counsel that you're going to seek. But don't pay for their time like they'll ask you to. Get them to give you their first appointment free of charge. Ask them those 10 questions or so, and ask them to put a price on it. And if anybody comes out and tells you at the end of those 10 questions, when you add it up, that their bill will be less than $50,000 or $60,000, then they're dreaming, because they know they're going to suck you in. It won't be too far down the line when your counsel actually starts to work for the other side. Now what I mean by that is they won't represent the other side, but what happens is, very simply, they'll get to the point where your initial $3,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 that you put in their trust fund gets eaten away on phone calls and photocopying and learning about your case. Well, last time I checked, you're the only one that knows all the details about your case. All they do is put it together for you. Well, with a bit of little help and a bit of right guidance in the terminology, you can put that together with our help. Okay? You can file your own documents, and then we can look, maybe, at engaging the appropriate counsel way down the track and save you tens of thousands of dollars. And coming back to, I said the other side will work for your counsel will work for the other side. What I mean by that is, you will get to a point where your third or fourth lot of $3,000 or $5,000 has been eaten away, and they have got you so entrenched in their proceedings and what they do for you, that they will say to you, unless I have this $5,000 in my account tomorrow morning, I am not going to court for you on Monday. What that means is, folks, is very simple. If you don't go to court, if they don't go to court, the judge has the right to default you, which means the opposing side wins. And if that is the case, if you're fighting for more than $2,000 in this country, that default judgment against you gives the right to the plaintiff to file a bankruptcy notice against you that day. So I need you to think about this seriously. You can either go down the hard path and the expensive path and have counsel do a lot of things for you, or you can get educated, you can take control, and you decide what you spend and how you're going to spend it, not somebody else. It's your money. Don't let them take your house. You will not get legal assistance in this country because you are on a civil matter on a commercial list. You're not a criminal. You're not a drug addict. You haven't done anything against the law. This is purely a dispute over money, which means, unfortunately, in this country, it is the one scenario where the organisations out there that do offer legal assistance are not here to help you. They are there to help criminals, drug addicts, people who have no way of being able to represent themselves in a trial because they don't understand the law. You are fighting under a battle of money, under the Trade Practices Act or a franchising code, whatever. Your matter is considerably simpler than a lot of those other matters that those organisations are there to help. So consequently, if you're fighting over money, you will not be able to secure any form of assistance. There is a process in place, pro bono systems in place. Unfortunately, there's very few people at the other end of the line after you've been approved for it, should you be approved for it, that are actually there to be able to help you. So get used to the fact that you are either on your own, you can go and engage whatever lawyer you can afford, and by them you will do tens of thousands of dollars, or you can do it yourself with our help. This is a no holds barred approach, folks. When you're going into court, you got to know what you're doing. You've got to be able to build your case. It took me 3.5 years to build our case. I don't want you to go through what we went through. Go back to our website, have another bit of a look around, scoot down to page 2, look at what's offered with the DVD series, the audio series, or the telephone support. Drop us an email at jeff@helpyourselflegal.info, and I look forward to working with you. Please go down and back to the website, download your free gift on the 10 rules of representing yourself in court. That was a quick free gift for you. It might sound silly, but we've been there, guys. We're here to help you.